Hey folks, welcome. It is Friday. It is Good Friday, in fact, for those of you who celebrate those kinds of things. Welcome to a live stream as I get things all arranged here. I actually lost track of time entirely. Looked at my clock as I was trying to look at tickets for the Chicago Pin Show, and completely forgot that I had a live stream to do until 3:45. So, been scrambling a little bit, but I made it. So hopefully you'll make it as well. Yeah, that's the right sound. Today we're having Umbra with black limes. Sounds delicious. North Canadian time again. Oh, I know who that is, the Hattrick Splice. Welcome. Hey, welcome from the Netherlands. Hey, Brian. Hey there, Resonex Song, Fire Dog, Troy. In a full house today already. Cool. All right. Whew, man, it has been a busy day already. I have 2 letters coming out. More Netherlands. Look at all these Netherlands showing up. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, kind of morning here almost. I slept in. Spent the morning trying to figure out how to get good food for my cat. She's on a prescription diet, and our vet is closed, and she's out of food. What am I drinking? Today is a local brew from this place called Mystery Brewing that I love a lot. In fact, it's the only beer I have in my fridge right now. This is called Umbra. It is a black Mexican lager made with black limes, and this is the Eclipse. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's actually keep refrigerated, drink fresh, did all that. All right, so that's good. 22 p.m. I don't even know what that means. Actually, I do know what that means, but cool. Welcome. Glad you could make it, even though it's late at night or early in the morning, depending on where you are. Whew, man, how's y'all's day going? I didn't really plan anything in particular for this here live stream. Thought I'd just come and hang out. I haven't really done any pen stuff. I do have a report on the 451 from Franklin Christoph that I had last week. Whoops, just dropped it. Everything's fine. All fine. So, 1604, yeah, well, you're in the same time zone I am there, Fire Dog. I'm dropping pens on things and just, just typing stuff in my other window here. Yep. Couldn't find the chat feature in your iPad app. Well, it looks like you did, or else you switched. Yeah, I can't remember how to find that. It is there. I know you can do it because I have chatted on that before, but it's been a while. So I couldn't tell you how to do it. But thanks for joining me. It's awesome that people are willing to show up at 4 o'clock on what is, for a lot of people, have to take a sick day to catch you live. Well, I hope that you, either are feeling better or did some other good stuff with your day of playing hooky. That's always good fun. Not really a thing I can do, unfortunately, but still good fun. Hey, Oliver, welcome. Welcome. I was actually trying to do about 3 different things at once. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Before I started this live stream, I was... oh shit, it's Jim! Yeah, maybe a surprise appearance by Bussy later on. David, hey! Catching me live causes a sick day. I get it. It's tiny arrow bird on the side of the screen. Yep, there you go. Going to the Atlanta show. Oh, it's too bad you can't go, Troy. I am definitely going to the Atlanta show. The Atlanta show is a really good show. And I like it quite a lot. Yeah, lots of the online like fountain pen community shows up for that show. There are a few shows which are like really drawing in the fountain pen community folks. Like Atlanta's a big one. Chicago is a pretty big one. Baltimore was shockingly big. There were a lot of people from Baltimore, or in Baltimore. It was pretty cool. Is it sunny over here? No. No, it's not. The best I can say is that it's overcast. It's not going to get dark for several hours yet, but it's been kind of dim all day. It's been throwing off my whole scheme. It has been nice and warm though. It's like not quite. What is it now? Yeah, 70 degrees. It's real nice. Really psyched about that. Sandra, you going to Atlanta as well? Yeah, good. Yeah. Atlanta's a fun show. It's a fun show, and it's not terribly far from us here in North Carolina. I mean, it's not exactly close. It's several hours drive, but it's definitely doable. I'll be driving down there, that kind of stuff. Probably coming in Thursday night, I guess. Overcast dispersed light nicely. Yeah, good. I'm glad. It looks all right. I've got a little light over here that shines on me. You can see it gets hotter in this direction. But yeah. No, it's good. It's better than the sun blazing in the window and then I have to close it. So I guess that's okay. But it's not bad. 60 in New York. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad. Yeah, 6-hour drive. That's about right for me. A little bit less because I'll be coming from Greensboro, but still 5 or 6. Need more cats. Actually, Audrey has the day off. Franklin Christoph is closed down for the holiday weekend, and so she has the day off. Man. I just got out of the shower, and my hair is everywhere. But yeah, so Audrey's home, and she's having a nap still, and so the cats and dog are with her. They are not hanging out with me at all. They're like, oh, there's a nap happening? Awesome. Your mom is going to be in town that weekend. Oh, yeah, that's the thing that'll keep you from going to a pin show. Yeah. Siri tells me you're 71. Yeah, that's about right. High of 72, currently 70 according to the Mighty Watch, but yeah, pretty much. 42, that is chilly. That is chilly. It's supposed to be a pretty nice weekend, I think. A little bit chillier tomorrow, but definitely not freezing for a while, which is kind of nice. Hopefully I can get out and do some like yard stuff tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a bunch of plants to put in the ground. A friend of mine just gave me a big old like shopping bag full of canna. The pets like Audrey more than me. Yes, that's true. Hey Jesse, welcome. Yeah, the pets definitely they also like kind of whoever's napping, but but yeah, Scraggles always hangs out with Audrey if Audrey's available. If she's not, then Scraggles will sometimes hang out with me, but Scraggles is Audrey's dog for sure. From under the sea. Wow. Are you in a channel tunnel? The channel. Is that are you on a train or something there, Fergal? Pod Mom. Yeah, we have a couple of members of the BYOB pin posse here in the house. That's cool. Hey, Laverty, welcome. Welcome. You seem to make it fairly often. Yeah. Yep. So I found out a couple of things this week. One is, where'd that pen go? One is I hate this pen. I was thinking about doing a ballpoint pen review as an April Fool's thing, but I'm not gonna. I will join you one night, Jim and Jesse. Just let me know when. I'll do that. This is the Zebra Cerari emulsion ink, and it's a 0.5 millimeter. This thing is too skinny for my taste. Look at this tiny little pen tip. It's too skinny. It makes these little tiny lines. It's no good. So, I'm not happy with that one. Also, the emulsion ink doesn't dry. It takes forever. And it's kind of okay on like notebook paper, but I on purpose used this in my Tomoe River Hobonichi, and it never really dried. So don't use emulsion ink in your Hobonichi. But do throw this pen over there because it's junk. 90s and 100s in the Imperial Valley. Man, that does seem pretty warm there, Psycho Mantis. Pretty warm indeed. I don't mind 90s or like up to 100. That seems kind of okay to me, but I grew up in Houston and went to like spend a lot of time in Dallas, years and years there. So the hot weather doesn't really faze me much. I don't really like the cold. It's kind of sucks, but you know. Yeah, don't use junk. Well, you never know if it's going to be junk until you use it. Like, for example, This is a Pentel Intergel in a 1.0, and this is a very good gel pen. Also, interestingly, most gel pens and this kind of thing will open down here. This one actually opens at the top, and it tells you which way to turn it because they mean for you to refill it. So this only opens at the top, which is kind of nice. But this is actually a really good pen. And then I've got like these two guys, which are orange ones. These are both Intergels as well. One is the cone tip and the one is the needle. One's much finer than the other. And both of these are great. So you never know what you're going to find. I do like using gel pens sometimes. I think it's fun. You love the 0.5 Sarasa pens. The ink sounds yucky. Yeah, 0.5 is a little bit small for me. Are these Sarasas? Oh, these are Signos. I'm not sure I have any of the 0.5 Sarasas. I usually get 0.7, but... Shopping for 1mm ballpoints? Yeah, there are some that are very good, Oliver. I particularly like the refills from Monteverde. Those do really well, and they have them in like super broad, which is great. Needle always. Yeah, it doesn't work with my handwriting very well. I just don't like it. I don't know. Checking the New York Auto Show tomorrow. That sounds awesome. I really miss having car shows. As I said, I grew up in Houston, and we had like the Houston Car Show every year, and it was great. You don't use gel over 0.5? I mean, cool. I like to get it a little bit bigger. When it gets those needle points, it doesn't... I don't know, I have problems with them. It's too small. I don't know. It's not for me, but I like them big. That's not a secret. But I do have a lot of 0.5s. I bought a whole set of those Uniball Signos at 0.5, and they're very small. Oh, less than. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good. Yeah, no, less than 0.5 is real small. I've got some 0.4s, and actually this this thing, which says it's a 0.5, I call bullshit on that. It's probably half that. It's like a, I don't know, maybe a 0.3 or something like that, but it's real small. Of the big three Japanese fountain pen brands, which one's my favorite? What are the big three? Platinum, Pilot, and Sailor? That's tough. I don't know. I really like all of them. Probably. I mean, if we go by sheer numbers, I've got more Sailors than any of the other two. I mean, maybe Sailor, but it's all pretty close. I have, like I've said this before, I have bad luck with Pilot nibs. So if I get a Pilot nib, I usually have to have it worked on. Just somehow I am sucking all the bad nibs from Pilot out of the market. But everybody else gets good ones, so that's cool with me. And I like the ones I have a lot. Once they get adjusted, they're great. So, I mean, out of the box, usually Sailor. Once adjusted, Pilots are real good. But I've also got like a trio of Platinums right over here. And I love all of these. So the problem with Platinum for me is there just isn't very much variation between like pens. So I've got the regular burgundy one, and then I've got this this red one, which is the Shungyou, and then my favorite, which is the Nice Pure. And I like them a lot, but I mean, there aren't that many different ones to get unless you're Tony. If WTF Tony shows up, then he'll put me to shame. But there aren't terribly many of them, which is a problem for me. But it's cool with me. They're all good. You're not going to go wrong with any of them, so I'm cool with it. Come to Charlotte with the auto show. Oh, when is that, Matthew? Charlotte's, I mean, it's a little far, but it's not that far. It's good enough. If you want to mess around with gel pens, put a Mont Blanc refill in a Pilot G2. Works really well for... I've never used the Mont Blanc gel refill. I use the Mont Blanc ballpoint. Or maybe, it was a Mont Blanc rollerball, because those will actually fit in a Retro 51. Not perfectly, but they will fit in there. And that one, I didn't like it. In fact, I disliked it so much, I took it back to the store I bought it in. But I haven't tried their gel one, so I don't know. Keep buying Platinums, leave the Sailors for hair. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try it. I don't like the body of the G2 that much, but there are plenty of things that a G2 fits in that I have, so that's not a problem. 0.8 and up. I mean, 0.7 is fine for me a lot of the time, but it depends on the pen. Like, some of them are much smaller than they usually are. Pilot Juice in 0.5. I've got some juices. Ugh. This is one of my containers of not fountain pens. I have a few. These are juices. Most of these are ones. This one, oh, this is a Sarasa in 0.4 actually. This one is much too fine, I think. What are the rest of these? So these juices all are 1.0s? Yeah, my juices might all be 1s. I think I just bought a set of them from JetPens at one point. They all ended up being 1s. These are great too. I'm really impressed with these. These are, this is another Uniball Sino. This is or Signo, as I always say, which is a 0.5. But this body style is great. It's very, very comfortable to hold. Writes super well. I'm into it. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have any juices in 0.7, I don't think. Nope, doesn't look like it. I mean, I have a bunch more over here, but those are the ones I keep telling myself I'm going to review, and I just haven't done it. I always find pilots a bit dry. Yeah, me too. So I have them adjusted so they're wetter. Fortunately, I do happen to live with somebody who adjusts nibs, so I can just give them to Audrey, and she can make them better for me. And if she can't do it, I know other people that can do it. So, King Ginta. Ever tried a classic Pens pen? I haven't, but they're Sailors, so I imagine I'll like them, right? I mean, they use Sailor nibs anyway. Well, I have tried one. Fig Boots got 1 or 2, and I've definitely tried those. But I mean, they're Sailor nibs; they're gonna be good. And they usually use the 21 karat ones, like the Pro Gear nibs. Those are good. Twice a year, huh? Food Lion Auto Fair. Interesting. Interesting. Let me find a thing to take notes on for this show. Alright. Oh, I've actually been using this paper skater quite a bit. This is the Itoya paper skater that holds the Itoya blade nib, whole pen. I actually really like this pen. It's very good. So, Food Lion. What do you call it? Food Lion Auto something? Auto Fair. I'll have to see if I can convince Audrey to go out to Charlotte. It's like 2.5 hours or something, so it's not exactly close. At least I think it's that far. It's pretty far. The only time I've ever actually gone down there is for IKEA. That's the reason that gets me down there. Well, the FA nib there, Inga, is on the Custom Heritage 912 is great. That is a very, very special nib from what I hear. I don't have any because I've heard it's not really practical for just regular usage. For regular usage, on a flexi sort of nib like the FA, I usually use one of the Franklin Christoph flexes. These are really good for everyday writing. I'm a big fan of them. Oh man, 0.38 is too small. I can't do it. I don't write that small anymore. I used to, for sure. I just don't anymore. Donate those gels to the PIF table? I mean, I use them. It's not like they're garbage. I use them for notes. My notes are very colorful. They're far away, but they're very colorful. Uniball eye pens. I don't even know what a Uniball eye pen is. I wonder if that's from, if that's one they don't sell here. Oh yeah, we call those the Vision Elite here, actually. Yeah, no, I use those all through college too. Yep, those are fine. I've got a bunch of them in a drawer, I think, but I haven't used them in a long time. I find them pretty bleedy, so I just haven't been using them much. Next year I'll be able to come to Cary for the IKEA. That is much closer, for sure. There's only one model with Sailor nibs. I don't know, Oliver. I don't know classic pens that well because they're kind of out of my price range. Those suckers are expensive, yo. Next thing you know, you'll be buying the Tiffany Sharpie. Yeah, right. That's me. I actually hate Sharpies. I don't like them at all. I've got a few just because sometimes you need one, but I don't like them. What'd you miss, David? Nothing. You don't miss anything. Nobody should come to watch this. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, good to know, Brian. The 823 has been on my list for a long time, but I don't know if I'd go for an FA. I passed up one that Bert had for sale through the Slack, and it was like $250, and I should have gotten it. It was the clear one. It looked cool. It had a broad nib. I don't know. I was feeling poor right then. I didn't get it. You could hear the mechanical keyboard there, huh, Cameron? These are Reds, I believe, but I don't really have a preference. It's the only mechanical keyboard I've ever had, so I don't really know. Pretty sure these are Reds. Oh, just like fine point pens. I mean, there's some that I really like, and I've been using them a lot for notes, but extra fines I'm not into. What's your Grail pen and what's your unobtainable Grail pen? I feel like a Grail pen ought to be unobtainable, right? Like that's kind of the point of them. I don't know if I really have one. I I mean, the pen that's on my list that I keep not getting is a Conid. I really want a Conid, but I haven't gotten one. But they're not, like, it's not hard to get one. You can just order them. It just takes money. And I haven't been able to pull the trigger on one yet, I guess is the deal. I'm waiting for somebody to get tired of theirs and then sell it cheap. And then I'll probably grab that. But have you tried the WA nib? I have a WA nib, actually. Right here. This is the Waverly. Right there. We'll put it in front of my nose. Yeah, you see that upturned tip. I'm not sure I like it. I think with my writing angle and such, it tends to, like, the line looks a little wonky because my angle isn't very good. I haven't decided if I like it or not, but I do really love this pen body. So while I feel like I should sell it, I also don't want to because I like it a lot. So, Jim, I don't know. Apparently not you, buddy, but I'm hoping somebody will. I know Eleanor sold one to Carrie, and I was like, should have let me have it, but whatever. Ooh, for me, a Grail pen is a Waterman Edson and Bucheron edition. I have no idea what that even is. Don't know. Hey, Angel, welcome. Welcome. See, I don't know if I have an unobtainable Grail pen. I mean, it's not... I don't know. I mean, what's unobtainable? People sell all kinds of stuff. Well, I mean, I can Google it. It's going to be loud because I have this mechanical keyboard. B-O-U-C-H-E-R-O-N. I don't even know what that means. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, no, that's real pretty. Yeah, it's got all these sweeps and stuff on it. Like, it's like an interesting overlay. I mean, I do like the Edson a lot. That's one that catches my my attention a lot. Omos Paragon and Arco. Yeah, I don't like Arco Green that much, but yeah, I would like a big brown Arco. I passed up one of those at a DC Pen Show a couple of years, and I've been kicking myself a little bit ever since. Yeah, that Bucheron or Bucheron or whatever it is edition is beautiful. Good call, Troy. Good call. Too large. It is a big pen. That's true. French jeweler did the overlay. Oh, okay. Well, that makes fun. Or that makes sense. Burkina celluloid. Is a Burkina like a burkini? Welcome to Mike Google shit. Oh, yeah, no, I know that one. Uh-huh. That's gorgeous. I've seen a few of those, actually. They come up on the market every once in a while. I am almost 100% sure that Mario from Toys in the Attic had one or two. But they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Yep. Are you thinking about getting a Waverly there, Jim? Hey, Michelle. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I mean, it is a beautiful celluloid, and it looks cool. I mean, I've seen several pens, actually, in that kind of celluloid, and it always looks great. Those are beautiful. Our Nakai is worth 10 times more than a Platinum 3776, in my opinion. Not to me. That's why I don't have one. I mean, they're beautiful, but they're kind of art pieces. And so it depends on whether you really appreciate the art of the Urushi. And there are some that I think are amazing looking, but I haven't ever pulled the trigger because that 10 times number. And really, I don't know if it's 10 times. I mean, you can get one for 5 or 6 times, a mere 5 or 6 times. But, you know, I haven't done it. I haven't actually used a Platinum C nib, but I need to get one. Because I really like Platinum's biggest and bigger nibs. Their medium is real fine for me, actually. So the medium is as small as I go. But the C is pretty impressive, for sure. Yeah. So as Jim says, the Nakaya is not just about the nib. The Nakaya is about the Urushi and all the handwork and individuality that goes into each pen. And so if that's the thing you appreciate and you want to pay for that kind of artistry, get a Nakaya. I've never used an Izumo, but they are really cool. I think they've got a big step on them, though, don't they? Like, that kind of puts me off a little bit. And also, I don't know if an Izumo is really a poor man's anything. But, yeah. Come to Colorado and you can try your C-Sig nib. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I am currently not on the Franklin Christoph list for Colorado. We'll have to see. It's right after Dallas. And I am going to Dallas. So I don't think I'll be going to Colorado this year. It's tough to do all that stuff in an academic semester, you know, like backing them up back to back. That's a lot of stuff that I have to do in between. So, but the Azumos are really cool. I think your grail will be an Ebonite King of Pen, but I'd like it to be clipless. I don't think they do a clipless one. I don't think I've seen a clipless one either. Although if there's not a particular reason you need the King of Pen, there is the what the heck is the name of that giant pilot one? There's a giant pilot one I think that's in the same like an Imperial or something like that. But it's in the same size range as a KOP. Zoomers is roughly the same price as a Nikaya? Nah, they're less. I mean, it depends on the Nikaya, but they're less than a lot of them. Grail pin right now is that gorgeous pink sailor. Yeah. Dallas is the weekend before. It's bad news. It's really bad for like people who do makers or people who are making pens for sale. Like, I don't know how Franklin Christoph is going to keep up. That's going to be a lot of pens they're going to have to be churning out. People like Ryan Krusak that go to both of those. I mean, yikes. It could be rough. But I will be working at the Dallas Pen Show, which will be fun. I really like working the Dallas Pen Show because there really aren't a huge number of people that I know, actually, that go to the Dallas Pen Show, which is kind of weird. But I like going back to Dallas, and you know, I like that pen show. But, you know, I was kind of bumping around there, and like, I don't really know very many people. Or the people I know are working. So last year it was cool because my family came, but it wasn't one it was like a meet and greet with people that I know much. There are a few people there, like this girl Caribbean Sky goes there. I like talking to her. There's several people in Dallas that are pretty cool, but it's not as big as like Atlanta or something like that. Customerushi, that's the one, Jim. That's the one. It is huge. Sweet Love Pink. It probably is Sweet Love, yeah. A 30 nib. That's crazy. Well, I mean, they don't name or they don't use the same size convention as everybody else, but I've seen the Revolver. You know what? I haven't looked at it because I've only actually seen the Revolver bit. I saw the older one they did. Have they actually released pictures of the new Revolver? Revolver fountain pen, indeed. Oh, that's kind of cool. How the heck does it work? I'm hoping they'll have one at... Yeah, that's dope. I don't want to pay $7,000 for it, but 10 perfectly formed but utterly fake bullets, number from 0 to 9, and the same fully functional trigger. Weird. Huh. I don't know. I wish I knew how it worked. Like, what does that revolver do? Piston power push. Does that just do different inks? Yeah, multiple colors can be combined in a single pen. I mean, if they did that and it had like a whole bunch of different nibs, that'd be pretty dope. But I don't think they're going to. Second release they did for the SLP Sailor. I have a Pro Gear Slim pink demo and a 1911 pink demo. Cool. Not sharing. I've been using this bright orange, this Royal Tangerine one from Sailor recently. It's a great pen. Sailor's Broad is a really good nib size. I'm a big fan. The only weird thing about these pens is I actually had this nib altered a little bit. I had Audrey smooth it down because if you look, you're not gonna be able to see it on camera much unless, let's see, I can put it in front of a. Nah, you can't really see it. They tend to cut their nibs like at a slant. So it's actually kind of sharp, and so that gives them a bit of a sweet spot. And if you rotate like I do, it kind of writes wonky and feels like it's dragging. So yeah, no, it is ridiculous. I think you might be thinking of the Q1 or whatever. That one was totally crazy. This one actually looks like a legit pen that a person could use. There's a video. I'll watch it later, but I've got that queued up. Yeah. Which one is wild in person? It is much brighter than I thought it was going to be. That is true. That is true. It is a wild orange. In fact, like, it's very different from the other orange pens I have laying around. which actually are a lot. Ugh. There we go. These are the orange pens I have laying around. And of these, I don't even know if I can hold all these at the same time in a reasonable way. There we go. I mean, this one's not the same orange as any of these others. It's kind of... No, it's much brighter actually in person than this one. But yeah, these are just ones I have in person. And it's a very different orange. It's very bright, cheery. I like it. This one I've got an orange pen with an orange ink in, which is kind of cool. That's one of those Roaring Klingner inks, which I've got to review shortly. I haven't reviewed it yet because I don't know. It's been a really busy week. I know it's a lot of orange. Oh wait, I forgot 2 more. These are in front of me. So yeah, I do a lot of orange, man. Cat knocked out your internet router. I've had that happen. Article in UK Press said that millennials could be turning back to fountain pens. Pure pen sales are up 25%. I mean, I think it's you chaps on the YouTube channels. We're just buying all the pens. I don't know if that would be enough. But that is cool. I mean, I do get comments about my fountain pens from my students. I mentioned fountain pens in class the other day, and people are like, "What's a fountain pen?" I'm like, "Oh, the best kind of pen. Let me tell you after class." So we talked after class a little bit about fountain pens. Hey JJ, yeah, I think we have helped in sense of like exposing pens to the world and like letting people know about cool inks and that kind of stuff. Do I have a Platinum President? I do not. The Platinum President is cool, but it's a little out of my price range, I think. Oh, what do these guys go for? Oh, actually, that's not bad. 260? I could probably swing 260 if I had to. No, I haven't gotten one yet. I don't know why exactly. What's the deal with these? What's holding me back? I don't know. I think I just haven't gotten one yet. Maybe I just haven't felt the need or something. I don't know. It looks nice. They're cool pens. I'm a Generation Z and I spend a little too much on pens. I don't know what Generation Z exactly is, but yeah. It's a weird pen. The 18K nib is very different. Oh, really? Huh. It's a real pretty nib. I love those two-tone nibs. I'm really into that. I'm looking at it on Anderson pens right now. Clip looks nice. Cap band looks nice. I don't know. I don't really know what I've done or why I haven't gotten one. It's probably just because it's kind of expensive and I haven't pulled the trigger. One day I will. Although I do generally like 14K better than 18. 18 is just not my favorite number of Ks. Generation Z is born in 2000? I don't know. There's too many generations, man. I'm actually in one of those weird intergenerational spaces. I'm not a millennial. I'm too old to be a millennial, but I'm kind of close, I guess. I'm in that gap where there's this like tiny gap of about 10 years or something where, or maybe even less, where people remember pre-internet days and also know the internet shit. So, I don't know. Half digital, but I also remember physical stuff. Millennial, I have a pen problem. Spend too much money on ink at the moment, especially chasing Jenny. Well, Lammy Dark Lilac will spend a bit. I don't know, Jim. I think you're too young to be Gen Y. I thought millennials were generation... I thought they were Z. I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't really care. Angel, you're in that group too? Yeah, I mean, we're in our like mid to late 30s at this point, that group of people. Does the video look fuzzy? I'm going to clean this right quick. We'll see. End of baby boomers. Definitely remember before internet was all the rage. Yeah, well, I mean, like I remember a time when there wasn't really internet. I remember when internet was only for teachers and actually only for government folk. So some of my friends had like a teacher account through their parents, and so we used the internet, and that was kind of fun. Yeah, we had a dial-up for sure. 1976. You're probably in the same place. Yeah. You're right in the same area as me. I don't know. I think Sandra fits in the same like weird intergenerational thing. We're not old. You're about the same age as I am. You're a couple years older. Well, Brian, you are old. I don't know. The generation that built the internet? I don't know. I think we're the generation that like built internet content. We didn't build the internet. I was too young to build the internet, but I do have, like, I had a modem that you put the phone on, right? It was like a, I don't know, 4600 baud or something like that, or 1280 or whatever it was. You know, you put the phone on the thing. No internet, no answering machine, no digital anything. Yeah, I remember answering machines being like, they'd have a tape. I don't remember if I had an answering machine when I was a kid though. I remember getting an answering machine actually, because we had a rotary phone for a very long time. Brian had the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Yeah. 2400 baud modem dial-up in college. In college. In college, I had legit internet, but y'all aren't that much older than me, so you should have had better than that in college. Yeah, right, Troy. Yeah. I mean, before it was DARPANet, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jay. Did you have just one telephone, or was it a party line that everybody shared the same line, but you had a bunch of different lines into? First PC was 8 megahertz. Nice. Nice. Compact laptop. Yeah, those are pretty... ARPANET? I thought it was DARPANet, but I believe you. My roommate and I had to take turns. Oh. Yeah. First PC was an IBM clone in 1985. My first PC that I remember was, we had them I think concurrently, but we had an XT, which was old, like it was a very old PC, and then we had an Osborne Portable. If y'all remember the Osborne Portable, that's like the first, like, I mean, it's portable in the like very general sense, but I don't think they even measured stuff in megahertz back when I had the XT. That thing was I don't know, it's very slow. But I mean, it didn't also have to do very much, you know. It ran DOS, and that was pretty much it. You use WordStar or something of that nature. But hey, Matt, welcome. We're just talking old-timey tech. Running with fountain pens for 68 years, mostly using Parker Quink. Now you have 33. Well, you're really catching up now. Sinclair ZX81. I don't even remember that one. But had one on loan with dual floppy drive. Oh yeah, no hard drive. Yeah. A lot of the early Apples were like that. I mean, in junior high, we had Apples that were like that. We had the operating system was actually on a disk that you had to load up. Have you heard or seen the Mont Blanc Homer Writers Edition? Oh, nope. I haven't been on FPN in a long time, so I miss out on a lot of those announcements, but yeah, WordStar, WordPerfect, Lotus 123. Yep. Yeah, we had those. Those are the ones sitting around. That's what we used. But I was born at work, a waste of money. And then I was born, man. My dad actually has 2 of them. And he's afraid to turn them on because he made some alterations to one of them, and he's pretty sure it'll burst into flames if he like plugs it in. So he hasn't turned it on in a long time. But yeah, those Osbornes were junk, man. They were the size of a full-size like CPU, like a tower case, and probably weighed a lot. I mean, as a child, they were way too heavy to lift for sure. Ordering Red Dragon stickers, dope. Should I get just the logo without text? Nah, I'd say just get the logo. I really prefer just a logo sticker. I think that's the way to go. Helps beer. I don't know. I think it's good. I'd say just a logo. Apple IIe. Yep, we had those at school for sure. Still working through a quart bottle of Schaefer Blue Black. That's a lot. Learn programming Logo in Basic. Yeah, I didn't ever use Logo, I don't think, but yeah, Basic for sure. And I can't remember if I did COBOL in school or not, but definitely Basic. That was a big one. Anyone else see the irony of reminiscing about obsolete technology in a chat about fountain pens? No, fountain pens aren't obsolete. Or I guess that does make it a little bit ironic. So, using only Bic ballpoints? Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, Brian, I don't know. I would go with no text. I think just the dragon is cool. And you've got a cool-ass dragon, man. That's really cool. If I had to use one ink for the rest of my life, what would it be? I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I could pick a favorite. I mean, it might just be like Sailor Kiwaguru or like Pilot Blue Black or something like that. Something that would fit in every situation and work in every pen. I think it would probably have to be one of those. Somebody already mentioned it. Wouldn't a pen with a computer inside it be the ultimate irony? Only pen people would appreciate. There are pens with little computers inside them of one kind or another. I mean, they capture handwriting. They capture all kinds of stuff. Osborne Portable. I tell people stories about that. We saw one in the... Where was it? It was like it was a computer, like a museum of computing or something. History of computing in Boston, I want to say, is the last time I saw one. That wasn't my dad's, but they've got one there. I grew up using old like programming punch cards as scrap paper. That was what we had in our house for scrap paper. Mother was a programmer. Yep. Oh yeah, Fortran. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Oh, Oscar made the logo for you? That's cool, man. Fountain pens don't follow Moore's law. They do not. They do not. They are getting bigger. Although they did get very small for a time period there. Audrey really likes small ones. Where's that tiny one? I've got a tiny pen of hers around here somewhere. Super small. It's so small I've lost it. I hope I haven't lost it. It's around somewhere. Lucky Orange is a nice color. It's fine. For me, Lucky Orange is a little bit dry, and it tends to do the like nib funk on the nib, and I don't love that. There are a lot of better oranges, I think, and also cheaper. Like Diamine Pumpkin, I think is a better and cheaper orange. So, mom program those punch cards. Yep, green and white bar paper. Oh yeah, tons of that, and also tape. But I didn't really. I think I just played with that. I don't think I used it for anything particular. Just use fountain pens and not limited to 1 or 2 inks. Yep. For sure. What do I teach? Oh, I teach philosophy. I'm a philosophy instructor. Thought everybody knew. I wonder if the Super Cray computers from 92 is equivalent to computers today. Garbage. They're not even equivalent to your phone. Or even a flip phone. I mean, in 92, like, a 486-2 was awesome or something, right? Maybe that was even after 90. No, that had to be 92. At 386? Maybe 2 or 386. It was just nothing. You lost 2 pens? No way. Yikes, what'd you lose, Jim? I hadn't even heard about that. Use your discount code and just order the sticker roll. You've got a discount code for a roll of stickers? What's this discount code? Is this somewhere? Chris posted a video about her inks. Yeah, I saw that. Philosophy is your favorite subject in high school. I'm psyched that you have it in high school. That's pretty nice. Take a Super Cray. Oh, you mean a Super Cray, like a Cray supercomputer. Oh, I meant like Cray as in the kids are like, that's Cray, like crazy. I see. Yeah. Jeez, Amber 45 and Diplomat Arrow. I don't know how you did that. 19 bucks for 50 stickers? That's pretty good. That's probably sent you an email. I don't think I've gotten that email yet. Yeah, I was just checking mine. I haven't gotten that one yet. Maybe I will, though. I probably ought to get some more stickers. People seem to like that. Whoa. Get out of here, Avast pop-ups. Took a freshman seminar class in 92 on global warming. Nice. Yeah, you need to post that discount code. Well, you know. Oh, it was a link, not a code. I see. Got the email 3 days ago. No, I haven't gotten one from Sticker Mule in the last couple of days. Maybe they're mad at me for not having ordered anything. At least I don't think I have. Oh, I did. Oh, for circular ones? Oh, yeah. They've got circle labels. Yeah, no, I got that one too. I got that one too. But mine's a square. I kind of want those. I want the rounded square one, I think. I really like these these stickers. These are the... Somebody asked what the difference was between Sticker Mule's roll stickers, like the roll labels and stuff, and their vinyl ones. So let me grab a vinyl sticker here. The big difference is that they're, like, the vinyl ones are thicker. Where's one? Let's use this. I'm almost certain this is one of theirs. This is for a Penwell. You can see it's pretty thick. It stands up at the top there. And these are fairly thin. These roll labels, that they have this like silvery stuff on the back, These actually stick like gangbusters. Sandra there has had one on her cup for like a year, like one of her cups that gets washed all the time for like a year, and apparently it has no wear. So these are pretty cool. Yeah, you can't do links in the comments. They don't allow that. I don't really know why, but they don't. Hey, Mark, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Internet was only for Matthew Broderick. Oh, well, to be fair, Matthew Broderick used the internet irresponsibly. Oh, hey, Clipsy. Can you come up? There's no room on my desk. You're gonna have to sit on my lap if you want to come up. There's Clipsy. That's one. Hi there. I know you're not happy because I'm holding you, but there's really no room on my desk. Look at this. Where would you stand? You wouldn't stand anywhere here. No, you can't get on my desk. I'm sorry, it's not possible. You just stand on every keyboard. Anyway, say hi to the folks. Hello, everyone. There you go. All right, Clipsy time is done. You forgot the arrow at the diplomat booth? Oh, man. Well, send Hillary and Larry an email there, man. They will probably be able to hook you up. I mean, if they didn't think it was one of theirs, but... Tape answering machines are annoying to deal with. Yes, they were. He had an Indian ebonite eyedropper made that's no longer in your pinky as a joke. Sticker's been a Yeti cup since Dallas. Yeah, I mean, that's... Was it Dallas this year, Sandra? Or was it last? It had to be this year, because I don't think I had them last year. But yeah, they're great stickers. These things last. They're actually, I think, meant to go on... the example they showed me was meant to go in, like, produce or something. So it's supposed to go in, like, fridges and freezers and all that kinds of stuff. Have I seen the Grayson Ticket pens? Yes. Yes, I have. They are amazing. They always seem to go a little bit overboard for my taste. Like, they're certainly art pieces. Those are like one of a kinds. Dromgools has them. And they're very expensive, but they are very beautiful. There are some that are like Damascus, like acid wash Damascus. It's all like shiny and blue and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, it was from Sticker Mule. She's got one of my ink dependent stickers on her cup. Yep. Oh, it's Ty? Grayson Ty? Cool. Thanks, Jim. Everybody can mark off the bingo square with Jim pronounces somebody's, or corrects somebody's pronunciation. I know Micah's professor has to keep on using Gen Z slang. It's confusing, so he uses the word otherwise. What? What? Which one did I mess up? Somebody did use the term slaps in my my class the other day. And I was like, what do you mean that book slaps? I don't even know what that means. But oh, that Gen Z slang. Yeah, that's right. Cray. Now I'm with you. Sorry, yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, really? Well, I also didn't know how to pronounce Ty in that case either. But yeah, Brian Ty makes really cool stuff. That makes sense to me now. Yeah. Oh, so beautiful. I will probably never have one of those, but holy smokes, they are gorgeous. Oh, wait, they make Cricut ones? Or CRKTs? Well, those I could actually afford. They're a little bit wonky looking, but yeah, neat. Whoa, what's the average going price for them? I don't remember, but 4 figures, well over 4 figures. So Discord said the weather was brick. I've never heard that one. I never used Kokyo KB paper. I think that's in my Jibun Techo. I think the Kokyo KB is one of the papers in there, and if it is, then it's really good. Have an old Conway Stewart Dinky. Oh, those are adorable. Yeah, I remember those. Senior and a junior. Brick equals cold? For me, brick will mean, like, it's now a brick. Like, you bricked your computer. Or I bricked my Xbox 360 4 times. Amazon has a Ream pretty cheap? I I didn't know they even sold it in reams. But yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Kokyo KB. I happen to have an Amazon open here. Let's see, what does it go for? Oh, I don't even see a ream on here. Oh, is this the campus stuff? No, those aren't reams. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 20 bucks. Yeah, that's not bad. It could be very good if it's the stuff I think it is, but then it's very good, but couldn't tell you what size is this stuff. A4? Nice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I say go for it. 17 bucks ain't bad, especially if you get Prime and you get free shipping. Brick equals paperweight? Yeah, right. Do I have a Grail watch? I don't. I actually only have one fancy watch, which is this one. Love this watch. It's great, but it is my only fancy watch. I don't have any. I don't have a Grail watch. I have always kind of wanted one of those. Shoot, what's the name of those things? It's a Swiss watch. You can like touch the face and it does different stuff. It's like a. Now I'm forgetting it. See, it's not my Grail because I can't even remember the name of it. I keep seeing them and I keep not buying them. Fancy watch is one in your pocket. It's an insulin pup. Well, that'll do it. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say something about a pen, actually. I can't go super long today because Audrey and I are going to go do some shopping and pick up some delicious Tissot T-Touch. That's the one. Look at Jim coming to my rescue. Did your brother like it? Because I want one. They are super cool looking. I almost bought one on a cruise, but at the time I was on that cruise, I was broke. So this is the Franklin Christoph 451 that Audrey got for me last week to test out and carry around. And I know some people were worried that maybe it would bleed into the cap or something like that. It's $8 grand? That's hella fancy. What's $8 grand? I don't know what that. Yeah, there is a big delay on the chat scroll. Sorry about that. That's not under my control, unfortunately. Yeah, so nib down carry because remember, this has got the clip at the top, and so the nib is down all the time. So I carried this around. I walked around classes. I closed my rings on this thing, carrying this guy around in my pocket and clipped to my shirt. Not in a shirt pocket, but whatever. Here, I haven't cleaned out the cap. This is what's in the cap. Nothing. Shocking, right? I was a little surprised. There is like a tiny speck. There, you can see it on the back right here. But that I think is from I touched it against the nib while putting the cap on. So tip down carry is for real, y'all. I'm shocked about that. Yeah, I'm also waiting to see more cool prototypes. Because I think this is pretty cool. It was a weird looking pen, and at first I wasn't really into it. But I do like having a 45 and the 20. I think the 25. Where you can put the clip, the cap under the clip. I think that's a nice way to do it. Also, you can post it this way, like a regular 45. That makes it very long. It doesn't make it heavy at all, but it does make it very long. But the under the clip posting is pretty cool and comfortable, and I think it looks neat, and it keeps it from being super long. But I've got no complaints about this pen, actually. It's a very nice pen. It's very comfortable to hold. I've always really liked the 45. It is too bad that it's not a number 6 nib, I guess. A lot of people like this number 6, but, it's good. Anyway, so tip down carry is for real. It's shockingly good. I thought it was going to be a cap full of ink, but especially like being in my pocket and being hot because it's kind of warm. It was like 80 degrees yesterday when I was running around campus. I mean, I was going from like one side of campus to the other. I closed my rings hard, but nothing in the cap at all. So walking, being hot and being in a pocket, no problem. Let's see. Do I have a Grail? Get out of here. Let's see. What did I miss? Where'd you go on your cruise? I've been on a couple of cruises, maybe more, but mostly like Caribbean stuff. Nothing as fancy as yours that's coming up, Sandra. That sounds pretty awesome. But I've been on a few. Potato mold. What are you talking about, man? I must have. Let's see. Oh wait. So T-Touch. Spend the money elsewhere. Oh, that's too bad. Cold as taters. Yeah, I've heard taters before. Yeah, I've heard that. Cold snap would cause some kind of potato mold. Yeah, no, I see where you're going now. $8,000. What are you talking about, Michelle? What the hell is $8,000? Let's see. I'm gonna a Swatch watch. Nice. Yeah, Swatch watches from the 90s. Swatches are very expensive now. I remember them being super cheap, like Walmart watches, but they are not. They are not. Friend had a T-Touch 10 years ago and it broke pretty quick. That's too bad. Less than a year. Oof. Not gonna do that then. Potato mold. Yep. Insulin pump is $8,000. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's pretty. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, I hear it makes life so much better. I've got 2 friends with pumps, and they always. When I asked them, I was like, "How's the pump going?" And they're like, "It's the best thing ever." So, that's cool. Pumping for 20 years? I didn't even know they had those for 20 years. Wow. Want to see more interesting protos? Yes. Does the cap swap with the 45? It does. Everything's the same with the 45 up until the barrel, actually. And I think this is the same. This has got to be the same as the 45 back end, but like this bit is all the 45. In fact, I'll go ahead and stick a 45 in there just to see how it looks. This is my 45. I've only got one because I can't find one that I like better than this one, so I haven't gotten rid of this one. But the 45's problem is it can only take cartridges or eyedroppers. But yeah, there you go. That's it. In fact, let's put the cap on there to see how that looks. That looks actually kind of cool. I think just a straight up cap looks neat. Although if they put a back end on it that was matching the cap, I think that would look pretty cool. Just throwing that out there. All right, let me reconfigure these guys. It's probably cheaper in 2 ER visits though. Yep, that's probably true. Might you catch up on pen cleaning this weekend? I'm pretty caught up on pen cleaning. I'm not too far away. But actually, I mean, while I have a day off, I've only really got a day off. But tomorrow, like, my best friend is getting married kind of today. He's doing a just to the piece thing, so there's no real wedding. But there's gonna be a party for him tomorrow, so I'm gonna spend most of the day tomorrow partying with my buddy, who's finally getting married. Super psyched about that. His new wife is awesome, and I'm super happy for them. But it means I won't have tomorrow to work. Sunday, I'll probably be hanging out with Audrey, so I don't know if I'm gonna get caught up. What kind of ink is in it? That is Franklin Christoph Sweet Maroon is what's in there. What are some of your favorite gimmicks in the fountain pen world? I haven't actually really thought about that. I mean, as far as gimmicks go, I really like retractable nibs, so Vanishing Points and other retractables like the 360 from Lamy are pretty cool. I like those a lot. Wait, 360? Anyway, whatever, I like those. Didn't Catherine, it's not Catherine Mook, it's Catherine Misuk, have one of those for ages on her Instagram? This one actually, the one that she has is a 25. That's the one you're thinking of from her. 80 degrees is still cold as hell in PA. I believe it. Yesterday was a freak thing. It was just very warm. It wasn't really supposed to be. Any recommendations on permanent blue ink? It's a work requirement. Have no blues in your collection. I would go for find one of the blues in the like Faber-Castell line because those are all permanent. You might also want to look into Sailor's. What's the Sailor permanent blue? Siboku. It's kind of a dark blue, but it's pretty cool and it's permanent. It's a nano pigment ink. Super good. Don't worry about the pigments. I mean, it doesn't stain stuff and it flows just fine. This is Kiwaguru, which is a black counterpart, and I use it all the time. Alexander. Hola, indeed. Let's see. Cameron, would you say the Graphene Faber-Castell Stone Gray is a good substitute for the limited edition permanent gray? Yeah, probably. They're not quite the same color, I don't think, but those Faber-Castell inks, I think, are way underrated, if anything. They are all great. They're a little expensive, but not compared to Mont Blanc Permanent. Cold and rainy, so disappointed I have to get any form of spring here. I mean, yeah, maybe you will eventually, but Chicago's the way. That's the way it goes. Although, if you're in Chicago, JJ, Anderson Pens is now open, so check out Anderson Pens Chicago if you haven't been there yet. Noodler's Bad Blue Heron for a permanent bulletproof ink. I haven't used that one, but JJ likes it. Wish I had kept your Swatch watches. I never got one. I had like a calculator watch back then. 455 of my War Games joke finally paid off. Yeah, no, that's, yeah, that was a good movie. Probably have a few of my kids' swatches around some of my box. Are they collectible? Yeah. Yeah, they are, and expensive now. Well, I don't know the old one. I mean, the new ones are super expensive, but I bet they're collectible. Looking into that, it's difficult to clean. Siboku? No. Oh, Bad Blue Heron maybe, but Siboku's not bad at all. I don't care for the platinum ones all that much. They tend to bleed more than the Sailor ones do, but it's a matter of taste. Oh yeah, Scribe inks. I haven't got to try any of those yet. Oceanora is water resistant. Yeah, I've heard that. Still can't get the Scribe inks not to bleed through. Well, that's a problem. Let's see. We gotta just hated to admit it. I don't know. I thought it was a funny joke. Is the War Games launch code memorized? That's a weird thing to have memorized, Brian, but that's cool. Not sure why it's stuck. I don't either. There you go. You should get a license plate with most of that. Dialogue 3. Dialogue 3, that's what it is. First Sailor converter today. Are they really that prone to leaking as people say? So I have a bunch of them, and I've only had 2 fail, which is not... it's not a huge failure rate, but it's not great either. In comparison, 100% of the Aurora converters that I've had have split at the front. So that's a 100% failure rate, but it's only a sample of 2, whereas I've had a bunch of Sailors. Only 2 of them are busted. This first hour. Yeah, sorry about that. For some reason, I was having problems with YouTube. I set the time for the reminder on the live video, and then Sandra let me know this morning that it said 7 p.m. because it had switched itself to Eastern time. And then I went and fixed it, and then it had switched itself to Central time for some reason. I don't know. I'm blaming YouTube for that one. I can't imagine that I screwed that up twice in a row. It's possible, but I don't know. You'd grease it. Yeah, you can just grease it. It's fine. If you grease the piston a little bit, it'll be okay. You live on the left coast. There's Liberty's Elysium. Yeah, Liberty's Elysium is pretty good. It's a little thick for me, and I get a hard starts a lot. You've already stocked the new Anderson store. You don't have to stock it now. You can just go. It's open now. The soft open is commencing, so go ahead. Should I buy a few and keep them in reserve for when mine leaks? I mean, I wouldn't. They're kind of expensive, but if it's real expensive to ship them, then maybe get a couple. But when they leak, you can just put a little silicone sealant around the piston, as somebody said. We don't like the washed out style. Yeah, Cobalt Blue is cool. Is Elysium as bulletproof as the black? It's supposed to be, but it's not. Like, some of the blue will wash away, but you will still be able to read whatever you wrote. It doesn't wash away completely. The vibrant part can wash off. Yep, that's right. FC Deep Sea Green. It's too light a color. I haven't tried Deep Sea Green, but it does look kind of pale. Yeah, it's going to teach every time we meet in person. I believe it. You had my reminder yesterday? Did it tell you that it was coming on yesterday? Maybe I won't use that reminder if it's constantly screwing up. Gotta go. See you later, Psycho. Mantis. Amazon sells Sailor converters in a 3-pack. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, get a 3-pack if it's doable for you. Sure, why not? Seems fine. Seems fine. I'm going to put some of this Kokio paper in my cart. In your opinion, who makes the best converters, proprietary or international? International converters are always better, but it depends on what pens you have. My favorite is the Schmidt K7. I have a bunch of them. Let's see. This is a Schmidt converter, actually, that Faber-Castell uses, and it's okay, but I think the K7, which is this guy, it's got a silver ring on the front. I have never had a problem with the Schmidt K7. Good, solid piston action. The plastic at the front is tight. This piston action right here is a double-layered piston, as opposed to, well, like this one. So if you look at these closely, this one, which is a Sailor converter, actually, only has one little seal right there. So the rest of this, ink only has to get past that. That's part of the problem. Whereas this one has 2. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, Schmidt K7s. The threaded one, I think the threaded one isn't the K7. K5 is what you use. K7 is, maybe it is. The thing is, they don't label them, and I forget. But yeah, K6 or 7, something like that. Schmidts are pretty bomb-proof for converters. I don't remember which one the Schmidts are, actually. The Visconti ones with the metal piston are really good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Visconti does get one of those things right, for sure. What else? I had another one that had a metal piston. I want to say like a Wall Eversharp or something had a metal piston on it. There was one of them. K5 is a double seal. Yep, that's okay. Maybe it's the K5. Does it have the metal thing on the front? Because then it's the K5. Oh yeah, Schmidt. What are they talking? Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm reading too many words and it's messing my brain up. Click on the ball to get notified when the live starts. Oh yeah, the bell is better, but sorry about that. I don't know what the deal is. Delta? It could have been Delta. I think I might have a Delta around here that would have it. Let's see if it's in this one. This one's threaded though. No, this one's plastic. I don't know. Yeah, threaded converters, man. If you can put threads on the inside of your section when you're a custom maker and then use threaded pistons, people will pay extra. That is a nice little added touch of class. I like it. Really love Mont Blanc converters. I've got no Mont Blancs, so I've never had a chance to mess with those. K3 or the K5 with no metal ring. Okay, so the K5 is the one I like the best. Yeah, if you hang out in Slack, somebody will tell you. Usually me, but yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And if you're not in the Pen Addict Slack and you're a good person, go to the Pen Addict Slack. Send Brad the Pen Addict Dowdy an email and he will send you an invite. It is a good group of people. It is lots of fun. Problem with threaded converters, someone will forget and try to yank it out. I mean, they'll try. Can you yank out a threaded converter? I don't know, man. Most pins for added security at a spring. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the pin that I have the problem with the converters falling out on is actually this one. This is a tactile turn gist, which I love because look at this Damascus action. And I like the way it feels, and it writes okay. It's a Bach nib, which I don't love. But I actually engraved, right there, TTG, to tell me this is the tactile turn gist converter, because other converters just fall off. Even regular standard international ones will fall off, and they're too long, so they don't fit in the tiny and the short body. While I love the look of this pen, I might have to switch the nib out or something, because I don't love Bach nibs. I've never gotten a Bach nib, I don't think, that didn't have a problem. So, I mean, there are a couple of Mont Blancs I really like. I really want that, what do they call the, like the real fancy looking version of the Star Walker, like the Street Express or something like that. It's all black with like a red stripe. Looks pretty dope. Yeah, no, they're real hard to yank out. I don't even know if you can. Using R&K Verdigris for work, and like this ink. Yeah, Verdigris is really pretty. Avoid ballpoint blues when using fountain pens at work. Yep, there are lots of blues. They only fit in the 145. They're threaded. Oh, I see. You can get a thread tap. Might as well. I think you'd break the converter before you actually pulled it out of the pen. That's my guess. Before the Gist 2. Oh, I'm making a Gist 2. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was making it longer or something, right? I like the original Gist. I don't regret my purchase of this thing. I really like the body. I like the feel of it. I do kind of wish that he hadn't continued the bars, like this ribbing down the section. Because this Damascus section is gorgeous, and I think it would actually be prettier if it wasn't, you know, ribbed. But the threads on here are good. The new cap, I had to get a new cap because my old one was the original thin version and it cracked. It like broke all up the side, but this one's much thicker and works a lot better. The clip is pretty good. I don't really have any complaints about this except the body is too short, but that was a materials problem at the time that I think he's gotten past. Let's see. Small hobbit hands. Well, there you go. Give the Bach nib to Bacchus. I think the problem is that it's a Bach nib. I've had them tuned up and stuff. I just don't like them. I get hard starts with them constantly. I don't know. Louis Vuitton makes a converter for 70 pounds. Yeah, Louis Vuitton is not really my wheelhouse. Rather have a Schmidt IPG than a Bach most of the time. Me too. Have you ever tried to alter any cartridges or converters to have more ink capacity? I have not. I do know some people that will take a cartridge and cut it off past where it connects to the pen, and then put a sack on it like a squeeze filler, and that gives you more capacity. But I haven't done it. Bach nibs are actually nicer than Jowo. I don't know. I think the opposite. The thing about, I don't know, Bach nibs, for me, I think part of it is like their ink delivery seems bad because I think their feeds are shitty. The nibs themselves aren't necessarily bad, but I think the feeds are bad or something. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. I'm a Jowo fan. Who sells those? I mean, Amazon carries them, but you can also probably get them from like Bertram's Inkwell. He carries those. I know he like sells them at shows and stuff. He might make you a deal. Pen Blanks used to carry them. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, check out like Bertram's Inkwell. He sells converters and stuff, and he might give you a deal if you order enough. Or even if you don't, I don't know. Tell him you're making pens. But I mean, I think nib preference is a very particular thing, and I just like Yovos more. Can you fit a standard international converter in a Platinum 3776 with the adapter thing? Maybe. I don't know. I've never used the adapter thing, so I couldn't tell you. I have heard there's an adapter thing, and then probably, but I don't know. Most pin makers use Bach too. Danitrio, Delta, Omos, Visconti. Omos, well, it depends on when you get your Omos. The Delta ones, I've actually had good luck with. One of them was good out of the box. I've never had a... I've got 3 or 4 Deltas and only one of them was good out of the box. This one, which I absolutely love now, which is the with the dumb gold plate on the top. This one took a lot of work to get working well. It was junk out of the box. I mean, I got a good price on it, but it was not a good nib. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. Exotic blanks for $245. That's not bad. Montblanc Legrand or Pelikan M800. It's hard to beat a Pelikan M800. I'd say do it. I'd say Pelikan. A drawer full of Monteverde threaded converters. I grab those if it fit. Yeah, it might. Wait, Monteverde has threaded converters? Oh yeah, they do, don't they? I think this has a threaded converter, now that I think about it. Yeah, it does. Yep, threaded's pretty good. So, I mean, you can put a threaded converter in a non-threaded section, right? So, photos for the Pelikan. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of modern Mont Blancs. I like some of the older ones and that sort of thing, but the Pelikan M800 is a tough pen to beat. That is a great pen, especially if you like the size. For me, the 800 is the perfect size. And this is a great pen. And the nibs are fantastic on these guys. I never get tired of using it. But I think the 1000 is a little bit too big. This has got a really dope nib on it. Very nice and like bendy and soft and really pretty. I think the 800 is just a better size for me overall. You think they'll add another $100 to the price for Pelikan? They just dropped the price on Pelikans, right? We tried a Bach titanium nib. I have. They're pretty good. I don't usually use very much pressure at all. That's why I get hard starts, because I have a very light touch. It's also why I have trouble writing with a lot of ballpoints, because they just don't start for me. But yeah, Bach titanium nibs are really nice. I have no problem with the Bach titanium nibs. No complaints there. They're very wet, I guess is the only complaint I would have, but they're really great. I like them. I don't have one, but I like them. Pelikan's plan is to match the price of the model number. Well, I don't know. Didn't they just drop the price on the 600s a lot? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really keep track of pricing stuff like that. But I do like that they dropped the price on the 600s. All right, it's 5:16. Time for final questions. What else you got? By the way, Brian, this is coming to you. You'll be hopefully seeing this in the mail eventually. Of course, it's Easter weekend, so I can't send it out until Monday, but this is coming to you. Well, I'll put it in the mailbox down at the post office soon, but we'll see if you actually get it this time. Are all the titanium nibs on the market a matte finish? I don't know, but they are, and I think not very many. Does anybody but Bach make them? I don't know. European sources are good for the Pelikans because they yank the VAT out. Yep, that's true. Yeah. Go for European prices if you can. Put in the mail tonight so they pick it up Saturday. That's my guess. We'll see if mail goes out tomorrow. But yeah, like a rhodium-plated titanium nib. I wonder if it has something to do with the titanium. Like maybe it's hard to coat or something like that. Maybe it just doesn't stick. Maybe people want to know that it's titanium, so they want to have it look a particular way. I don't know. I'm out of beer now. That means we're getting close. Did I find my keys? I've never found my keys. Nope, they are gone forever as far as I can tell. Gone forever. Nope, never did. Nope, never did. That reminds me, I probably ought to get a new truck key because we've only got one now. So if I ever lock my keys in the car, that's it for my truck. I guess it'll just sit there and be locked. I do like people to remember that I lost my keys though. That's funny. Thanks, Oliver. Appreciate it. What's the next pin show I'm planning to attend? I will be in Atlanta. I am planning on being in Chicago. I'm planning on being in Raleigh at the Triangle Pin Show. I'm planning on being in shoot. What's the next one? There's a new one in the summer. Kansas, right? Somewhere in Kansas. Gonna go to that one. I'll be in DC. I'll be in Dallas. I'll be in San Fran. I'm gonna be going to a bunch of pin shows coming up soon. It's been kind of a lull. I haven't been to one since Baltimore, which was like 4 weeks ago, but whatever. St. Louis, that's the one. Yeah, I'll be in St. Louis, Missouri, not Kansas. I always the reason that messes me up because I always think of like Kansas City, Missouri, and then I forget. But anyway, yeah, St. Louis I'll be in. Yep. I believe titanium has an oxide layer, it makes it difficult to polish and plate. That makes sense to me. That's my layman's guess. Just make it matte instead. Plus, it kind of gives you like a distinctive thing. Will you and Audrey be at the show together? All of those. She's going to all of those. So I'm going to all of them. I'll sleep until the mystery is solved. Thought about a tile for my keys. You know, I have a tile. I just don't like... it's too big. My keys aren't that big. I might get a tile, but... Or, I mean, I might use a tile. I do have one. But literally, that's the only time in my entire life I've ever lost my keys. So, I don't know. It was a big pain in the ass, but, you know, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, Audrey and I will both be at those pin shows. And I think we're bringing Scraggles to Atlanta. So if you're going to Atlanta, you might meet Scraggles the dog. She'll probably be either with me or being taken care of by the BYOB pin folks at their table at the PIF table, or be taken care of by the Crusack girls at their table. So tiny square ones. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, a tile is it's like a Find My Keys sort of thing. It communicates with your phone or whatever, so you can like hit a button on your phone and it'll track the tile. Just a brand. There are a bunch of these kind of like finder things. They have tiny ones for keys, huh? All right, tile for keys. Let me see if this is on Amazon. Actually, I typed in tile 4 and it went straight to keys. That is a much smaller one. $20. TileMate key finder. I don't know. I'll think about it. I mean, $21 is cheaper probably than replacing my truck key, but cool. I'll put that on my shopping cart. Yeah, it's like a clapper, kind of, except it doesn't turn on your keys. Forget the key tile. I need a coffee cup that makes noise and I leave it somewhere. I mean, the thing you need to do is get more coffee cups. I've got one. Oh, one right here. This is actually from Father's Day 2004 when I worked at Papacito's Cantina. Those of you who have ever been to Texas or Marietta, Georgia, right outside Atlanta, or a couple other places remember Papacito's. This is a great Mexican restaurant, although they have jacked the prices up to absolutely ridiculous prices. Faraday bag for keys? I don't want that. Lost your Doctor Who cup? Oh, that's tragic. Hopefully it'll show up. Hopefully it will show up. A Faraday bag for keys. I mean, I think my backyard might be a Faraday bag for my old keys. Maybe I'll find them when I'm mowing sometime. It'll make a terrible noise and like shards will shoot out of the mower. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Wait, did I put that in my cart or no? By the way, if y'all aren't using Amazon or smile.amazon.com, I didn't put it in my cart, dummy. Add to cart. Start using Smile, Amazon Smile. It's great. Everything you buy, it donates a portion to charity, which is totally cool. You know, so try that. Yeah. Give it time, it'll turn up. Oh, the Doctor Who cup? Yeah, probably. Yeah, Smile Amazon is great. I buy everything through Smile if I can if I can remember to do it. I got our department at school buying stuff through Smile. Our admin didn't know about it because most people don't really know about it. But all my money from Amazon Smile goes to St. Jude's because there are very few charities I think that are better than St. Jude's. I really like St. Jude's. So there you go. Anyway, that's my parting gift is, hey, use Smile.Amazon. If you're going to buy stuff from Amazon, use Smile. The prices are the same, just some portion goes to charity. So Titanic Historical Society, that sounds cool. Yeah, neat. Have yours pointing to your friend's charity. That's awesome. Government Computer Systems 509 compatible. Oh, yeah, cool. That's neat. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. I just really appreciate the St. Jude thing where they give people, like little kids, free cancer treatment. Like that seems like a really laudable thing to do. So, Smile for Foundation to decrease world suck. If that's a thing, I hope that's true. Research it takes to make computer systems usable for blind people and stuff like that. Yeah, sounds neat. That would actually be great because compliance for those sorts of things can be really tough. Like when I make videos for the school and that sort of thing, I have to make sure they're compliant in all kinds of ways. Like I have to transcribe for closed captions everything I say. I say a lot of words. It kind of sucks. But I also want people who are deaf to be able to participate. And so, yeah, no, that sounds great. Sounds cool. Foundation to decrease world suck. I like it. All right, kids, it is 5:30. I'm going to sign off because it is time to run some errands. It is time to go and shop at my favorite pizza place. Oh, so good. I mean, it's kind of far away, so, you got to haul ass and they don't deliver out here, but so good. Mimi's Pizza. Delicious. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with me. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate. Happy Passover. Seder. Say happy Passover? I'm going to guess. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me this Friday. It was great fun, and I will see y'all next week. Hope to have a bunch of reviews and that sort of thing coming up soon, but this week has been quiet. Sorry about that. It's just been really, really crushed. So I'll see y'all later. Happy Heathen Day. Sure. I'll see y'all later. Your Easter's in a couple of weeks? Okay, cool. Anyway, so that's it. I'm signing off. Think about what you put out in the world and make it a better place. Some of my compatriots online have been getting some real hateful comments, and I am so proud of my community for not taking part in that bullshit nonsense. So, hey, thanks for being awesome, y'all, and I appreciate it. So think about what you put out in the world and make it a better place. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.